Hi guys, so I'm not Stephen Nolan of the BBC's biggest fan. I do consider him a bit of a shock jock who allows onto his show very sinister elements in Northern Ireland with the goal, I believe, of getting clicks and likes. But if he does a good job, I think he should be commended for that. Here he dismantles TUV leader Jim Allister's whole argument that his Britishness is somehow undermined by the protocol. Before 2016, many people pointed out that leaving the EU could create problems for Northern Ireland and for the Union. That was dismissed at the time, and people like Jim went ahead and campaigned for Brexit. Have a listen to how Stephen schools Jim on what the protocol means for unionism.
The protocol is here and you're still a British citizen.
I'm a British citizen, notionally, but I'm a British citizen.
Are you? Is that all you are?
No, I'm a British citizen.
Is that all you are?
Sorry, no, I'm a British citizen.
You've given up everything else but the notional
look,
British citizenship, have you?
I'm fighting tooth and nail.
You're not British anymore.
I'm fighting, sorry, don't try to be smart with me,
That's
Stephen.
what you've said.
No, don't try to be smart with me.
You've said you're notionally British. You're not, are you?
We are not a full part of the United Kingdom when GB is declared to be a foreign country. We're not a full part of the United Kingdom when the Court of Appeal tells us that Article 6, which establishes the economic UK, has been subjugated, has been vanquished by the protocol.
My point to you is...
all of those things demonstrate that our position has been diminished within the United Kingdom, and as a unionist, that's something I cannot and will not tolerate.
But my point to you is you're not a Marks and Spencer sandwich. You're not a package from Amazon. You're a human being.
I'm a consumer and a citizen.
Exactly. And well said to Stephen for doing this. You're not a package. You're not a sandwich. I could maybe describe Jim Allister in other ways that would not be very flattering. But this is true. He's not a product. And the protocol deals with products. And we've talked about this before. It's not about people. It's about items. It's about goods moving from Great Britain to Northern Ireland. It's not about people. But Jim Allister can't accept that because that would be going, actually, yeah, you're right. It doesn't affect my Britishness. I'm still able to march on the 12th of July or whatever. I still have a British passport. My first language is still English. Nothing there has changed. But he has to try and sell the unionist community that something has changed, that Britishness has been degraded by the protocol. Remember, and this has to be called out on every occasion, Jim Allister voted for this. Jim Allister wanted his Brexit. People told him before, look, supporting leaving the EU is not going to be a good idea. And he said, I don't care. I want to leave. And this is the consequence.
Of a United Kingdom which has been left, this part of it...
You're as much British today as you were 5 years ago.
Sorry. Northern Ireland has been left in a foreign single market for goods, in a foreign custom code, under a foreign VAT regime, governed by laws we don't make and can't change. How is that compatible with being an equal part of the United Kingdom?
So what happens
and
if
that
the
other part of the
protocol
United
doesn't go,
Kingdom
Jim?
is decreed as a foreign country.
What happens if the protocol doesn't go?
If the protocol doesn't go, then this union is on the slide, because an all-Ireland economy has been built for an obvious political purpose. We have had hundreds of companies ceasing to trade with Northern Ireland. We have barriers on our trade with GB and open trade with the Republic to build an all-Ireland economy, believing it's a short step from that to political unification. And that is the evil intent of the protocol politically.
That is the evil intent of the protocol. The protocol has some sort of intent. We told you Brexit was a bad idea. And you said, no, I don't care what you think. I don't care what the experts say. We want our Brexit. And you got your Brexit and you're complaining about it. Now, is the protocol a stepping stone to a united Ireland? I think to a certain extent, the protocol does facilitate that. But Brexit is the driving force behind it, not the protocol. If there was no Brexit, there would be no protocol. If there was no Brexit, there would be no speeding up of the process towards a united Ireland. So Jim Allister has to come out and be honest for a change and say, hold up his hands and say to the unionist community, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I thought that if we voted for Brexit, if we got this thing over the line, it would mean that there would be a hard border on the island of Ireland. I put my trust in the Conservative Party. I was wrong. I'm sorry. If a United Ireland comes about, I'm partially responsible for that. That's what he should say to the unionist community, along with the DUP, his friends in the DUP as well. They were the cheerleaders of Brexit in Northern Ireland. And they dismissed any arguments against that, any arguments against Brexit, any arguments about the fact that this would undermine the union. They were wrong, and they still don't want to take responsibility for that. And unfortunately, many people will buy into that. Many people will come out and vote for Jim Allister's party in May during the elections, thinking that he will somehow get rid of the protocol, that his party will remove the protocol. The only people who have the power to remove the protocol are the British government and the European Union. And I don't believe either of them are interested in doing that. Park the rhetoric. No one is really interested in getting rid of the protocol at the moment. And Jim Allister and the DUP can throw as many tantrums as they want. They can march up and down the streets as much as they want. They have zero influence over Boris Johnson. And I really wish they would just, their voters, their supporters, would actually look at the reality on the ground and realise we backed the wrong horse. We sold the house, we sold the farm, we backed the wrong horse. And we should just try and be a bit more pragmatic, be a bit more realistic. Life would be a lot easier, and maybe it would reduce their blood pressure a little bit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.